So what do you mean by string here? String is a character array. String is a character array. Is that clear? So string is a character array. Okay. So group of characters stored in one place. Stored in at one place. So we hope already what is array. Array is a group of similar data. Okay, whereas what is a character array? Character array means group of characters stored at one place. Then what is the speciality? Why we are having a separate name called as string from other type of data types? Because group of characters will form the words and sentences. Yes or no? Group of characters will have some meaning collectively. Whereas integer array, each number is having individual entity. Whereas here group of characters will form the words, sentences, etc. And always the very important point, every string terminated by null character. Every string terminated by null character. Null means what? Backslash 0. So backslash 0 is called as null character. So what do you mean by null? Null indicates end of the string. Is that clear? So it indicates what? End of the string. Why? Because example, if I want to accept the name, every student is having different number of letters for storing the name. So what I will do, I'll ask the user to enter the name and I will accept all the names and I'll store it. And end of your name, I will store null. Why? Because the null indicates end of the string. So from beginning to null, I will read the string. Okay. So in a string, especially if there are n size of string, if there is n size of character array, I can accept only n minus 1 only. Why? Because one character is reserved for strings. Okay, if there is n size array, character array, I can accept only n minus 1 characters only. Why? Because one character, one element, one location must be null character. Is that clear? So if there are, must be null. And already you know everybody, the always every character is terminated by single quotations. So group of characters is called as string. Okay, so character is also called as string. String is terminated by null character, where null indicates end of the string. And if it is n size of string, you can accept only n minus 1 characters because one character is reserved for string. And there is one separate header file is available for strings, which is hash include std string.h. Sorry, string.h. So what do you mean by string here? String here means the string is a character array and all the string operations are already written and packed up and written as a string.h header file. So whenever you want to perform any predefined string operations, you can add string.h, where some set of operations are already ready. Example, strlen means what? Length of the string. Length of the string. Like that, strcat, concatenating two strings. Concatenation of two strings. That means two strings you can club together. Okay, so strrev, string reverse. Reverse the string. Okay, and strcmp, compare the strings. So these are the of scopes we have so many. These are the example comparing the strings. So like this, you have all the operations are already written and packed in header file called as string.h. Okay. Now like this, you have so many length, concatenation, reverse, comparison. Like that, you have so many operations. Okay. Now let us do a program on string and let us find out the reverse, which also includes the length also, so that we can discuss two operations today. Okay. Now let's go to the program. Now here, what I'll do, vi string1.c. So here what I'll do, I will write hash include stdio.h. Why I'm writing stdio.h in every program? Because I'm using printf, scanf operations, all the IO operations. Similarly, I want to use string operations in this program. I will write string.h. Okay, then int main. Okay, now how to declare the string? Very simple. Char string. Okay, sorry, I can let me take the name char name, because I want to store the name. Okay, so char name, and the size I have to give. So as usual, size I will use hash define, so that I can use maximum define size. And let me take first 50 characters. Assume that the people names are very big, some people names are very big. Let me take 50 size. So size. So always take preprocessor directives as capital letters, because we can identify and we can differentiate from normal variables. Okay. Now I will have some temporary variables also here, like int I, etc. Okay. I, and to count the length of the string, length, like that I need some variables. Now first, let me create a string. Okay, so the string is created. Now I want to accept the string. So printf, okay, enter the string. That is, string means what? Set of characters. Enter your name. Enter your name. I'm accepting the user. Enter your name. Now you can follow scanf. Okay, so scanf percentile d, okay, comma, here, listen this very carefully. I should not give percentile d here. Why? Because it is a string. Can I give c? No, one character I don't want to accept. I want to accept the at a time. Then I'll take percentile yes here. Okay, so what is the name of the string? Name. Now listen this very carefully. We already told you always array name indicates starting address. So when you are writing percentile s and when you are mentioning the array name, you don't need any ampersand. So this is the only one statement where you will not write ampersand in scanf. Why? Because write the comment very clearly. Always every array name indicates starting address. The name and name of zero both are same. Name and, okay, name and ampersand name of zero indicates both are same. Okay, so name anna ampersand name of zero anna both are same. Why? Because array name indicates starting address. Now I want to count the length of the characters. Okay, first let me printf. So entered name is backslash n, and comma name I'll write. So first let me accept the string and display the string first. Okay, then I will count the number of characters in the number of characters. Okay, so what I'll do, I will compile first. Oh, I think one error I got in this 12th line. I think go to the program. What is an error in 12th line? 12th line, printf double quotation backslash n, entered name is name. Printf entered name is comma name. Is there any mistake here? Yes. Percentile, yes, you did not give. Very good. So that's it. Very good. Percentile, yes. So after here you want to print, right? So percentile is here. So very good. So this identifying errors and correcting errors, I can enjoy it like anything. You also write the program and get so many errors. Then you will, oh, wonderful, one more, so many errors I got. Why? What line I got an error? People char name size int I len printf. One big mistake before printf. I did not give a flower bracket properly. So when in a VI editor, when I am typing I, the I can be typed anywhere. So be careful when you are writing in VI editor programs. Okay. So here compile cc string.c, wonderful. I'm enjoying it without errors. After correcting errors, especially enter your name. Okay. So I can enter my name now. Okay. So I will enter some people's name, Virat Kohli. Now you see a very interesting point here. How many characters I have entered? VIRAT space KOHLI. I have entered a 11 character word, but the entered name is only Virat is entered. Only Virat is accepted. Okay. Not space Kohli is accepted. Can anybody can say why? I think yesterday we discussed this topic. Always scanf will accept single words
We should use
only.
GTS.
Right. So
Get tested.
very good. So scanf will accept what? Single word strings only. Why? Because once you type word and space will terminate the string. So మీరు ఆటోమేటిక్గా స్పేస్ కానీ ట్యాబ్ కానీ నల్ కానీ ఎంటర్ చేయగానే automatically it will terminate the string in scanf. Instead, you have a separate function called as getS. Now this getS will accept multi-word string also. Okay, and also one more change I want to do in the program when I'm printing the output. I want in the next line. So after printing, the command prompt should be printed in the next line. Oh God. What did I press? Yeah. So let me close the program. Yeah. So vi string 1.c. Did changes happen? Okay. Now let me copy the string program to another string. Some problem happened here. String 1.c to string 2.c. Clear. Vi string 2.c. Let's open. Did we, whatever the changes we have done that are not saved here, let me do it once again. Okay. So instead of doing scanf, I am using what? GetS, because GetS will accept multi-word string, whereas scanf will not accept multi-word string because once you type space, it will terminate the string. Okay. So accepting multi-word string. Okay, whereas this will accept single word string. Okay, scanf will accept single word string, getS will accept multi-word string. And also I want to type \n after the output so that the command prompt will be printed in the next line. Okay, so escape :wq. Now cc string. Oh wow, one error. Okay, don't worry people, this is not an error. The in Linux getS will have some warning here because you are accepting a multi-word string. You may be okay, so it may accept a very big word. It is dangerous. It will say that warning, getS function is dangerous and it should not be used because there is no limit. You can accept any big word. Okay, right. Now the compilation is successful. Now let me run the output. Yeah, so now enter your name, Virat Kohli. Now if I enter here, now you see here the entered name is Virat Kohli. We are successful. Now let's do how to count the number of characters. Now assume that I want to print it in reverse and I want to count. So what I'll do, string 2.c to string 3.c. Okay, so vi string 3.c. Let me modify the program in third program instead of modifying second program so that we can have multi copies. Now I want to count the number of letters in the string. So what I can do here, there is one function called as strlen. It will count the number of characters in the string. So what is strlen? Strlen will give you the number of characters in the string. So it will returns the number of characters. That means what? The strlen will return length of the strings. Returns the length of the string. So this function is already available in string.h. You no need to write much. You can go to compilation straightforward. Oh, we have done it, but we did not printed it, right? Length of string. Now let's go to the program and print the length of the string. Entered name is so and so. Printf length of the string is percentile %d, comma length. Okay. Now this I can go to in the next line also. Backslash n, because I want the command prompt should not be printed in the same line. That's it. Nothing more than that. Now cc, it's only warning people, not an error. /a.out. Because you are using getters, you will get a warning in Linux. Now enter your name, Virat Kohli. Can anybody can tell how many letters are in Virat Kohli? VIRAT, even space is counted, KOHLI. Once I press enter, automatically null is inserted and the entered name is Virat Kohli and the length is 11. Why? Because the letters are 10 and one space in between. Okay, very good. So now that is the length of the string. Now assume that you want to count the number of characters. Okay, you want to count the number of characters by user defined logic. Instead of writing system defined logic, let me write a user defined logic. So string 4.c, that will do the user defined logic. Vi string 4.c. That means what? Actually the string length is counting the number length of the string. Instead, if you want to write the logic, so how will you do it? Very simple. What I'll do, I will write a small piece of code here for I is equal to 0. Okay, and name of I not equal to null. That means what? From beginning to null, you will go to the each by each character and you will count the number of characters. Okay, and I plus plus. Okay, and I plus plus. Now what I'll do? Now here what I'll do? I will do length plus plus. Okay, and finally I will print the length of. So this strlen and this piece of code both are same. strlen and this piece of code both are same. Now let's compile and run whether we are getting the same code or not. Whatever we have done in string length, same error. Not error. This is a warning because of getters. Now /a.out for enter your name. Now you tell enter a different name. Sachin Tendulkar. Now Sachin Tendulkar word, the length of the string is 16. Is that clear? Is that clear, people? Now let me test for my name. I would like to more interested. Enter your name. Ranjit Kumar. Now 30. Is that clear, people? That's it. So you can check with your name. Now accept your name and count the number of characters. Now very much interesting code now we will write. Let me reverse the code. That is, I will copy this string 4.c to string 5.c so that I can edit in string 5 and I can keep all the previous programs also as a separate copy. Don't edit everything in the same program. Preserve the copies. Now vi string 5.c. Now in string 5.c, what I want to do, I want to reverse the string. So in reversing a string, you have one function called as string reverse, but this code will not work in Linux because in Linux string rev.c will not work. But let's see whether it is working or not. Strrev name. Let's check whether this is working or not in the Linux. I think in the college I have tested some time back, it was not working. CC, oh, I think, see here, this string reverse function is not working, I think. Okay, but let's check the output so that you can see the output. If you check, then only you will understand. So cc strrev, that is string 5.c is getting some errors. Okay, vi string 5.c and print the reverse string. So strrev will give you the reverse string, right? Then after reversing, what you will get? You will get a original print. That printf statement, I will write it once again. Put as name. So the even put as name is equal to printf name. Now go to the program, compile it. String 5. You got some warnings because of getters and the string reverse. And why you are getting some warning? Because the reverse will reverse the string. It will manipulate your data. Original data will be reversed. That's why. Okay, so /a.out. If I enter also cc string 5.c, and I think it is an error. I think people, not a warning. Both are warnings only, right? /a.out. Why I'm not getting the output here? ls cc string 4.c. Are we getting the output? It is accepting. Ranjit Kumar. Now I got 13. But string 5. So predefined function string reverse is not working in Linux. Okay. Now let's write user defined logic. That means what? Let's manually do it reverse. Okay. Now let's see how it will do. Very simple, people. Very, very simple. What is reverse? Printing the characters from last to first. Where you have last, where there is a length, already we calculated the length. So let's write one more for loop. Okay, so for I is equal to length minus 1. Okay, I greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. Okay, and I minus minus. Okay, so instead of coming from 0 to null, you are coming from null to 0. So we have already traveled from beginning to null using a length code already in the string length function. That's why I'm telling the length of code will be used in all the programs. Okay, so what I'll do, from I is equal to length minus 1, that is from last character to first character I'm traveling. And when I'm traveling anyway, I will print the value. Okay, so printf percentile C. I'm not using percentile S here because I'm using a loop here. Okay, so name of I. Actually, this is equivalent to printf. Okay, right. Now this after I will remove this put as name because anyway I'm not using it. Now I'm printing this when I will put one heading also here, backslash printf reverse of a string. Reverse of the string is backslash n. Okay, let's remove these comments, and each time when you want to print yeah, so last also, okay, not a big deal.
So bracket after name file.
Bracket after yeah, very good ma. In the printf, bracket after the, very good ma, very good, thank you so much. Yeah, now if I compile this code, yeah, only warnings, no errors, I think. Yeah, only warnings. Now let us execute this code. /a.out. Now enter your name. Now tell me one name which I can enter. Okay, so let me enter my name only, Ranjit. Okay, and Kumar. Now if I reverse it, now you see the reverse of the string, is it printed properly? Kumar, Ramuk, and Ranjit, Htijnar. Yes, the reverse of the string is correct. Actually, the entered name is Ranjit Kumar, but the reverse is this one. So the reverse code is working. Very simple. What you are doing in reverse, if you see the code, cat string 5.c, what is happening in the reverse? If you observe, you are going, uh, you are starting printing from last character to first character, because the length will give you the last character. Okay, number of characters where you want from 0 to n minus 1. That's why I am taking length minus 1. So for I is equal to length minus 1, I greater than 0, I minus minus, and you are printing all the characters from last character to first character. Okay, so that's why you are getting this output. Now let's compile once again and see the interesting thing. If I enter your name as Malayalam, now see here very carefully, Malayalam. Okay, if I enter like this, the reverse of the string also will come same, because the reverse of this word will give you the same word. So reverse of the string and original string both are same. Similarly, you have one more word called as madam. Okay, so madam reverse is madam only. So Malayalam, madam are the words. Even after reverse also you will get the same output. This is called as palindrome. Okay, so in the exam they may ask one more question like this also. What? Write a program to check whether the entered character is palindrome or not. So what do you mean by palindrome here? Palindrome means you have to reverse the string and you have to compare the original string with reverse. Then that is called as palindrome. Is that clear? So in the palindrome program, same thing what you are doing reverse. Everything is same. Only difference what you do is, instead of printing the reverse string, you will compare. Okay, you will compare the first character with last character, second character with last but one character, third character with last two character. Like this you have to compare. So for this you no need to write same loop. You can write a different loop, or else it's your wish whether you can write same loop or not. So what you have to do, simple code I am taking. I is equal to 0. So one variable I am starting from first, and another variable I am starting from last. So one variable is pointing to the first character. J is character pointing to the last character. So while I less than or equal to j, I less than or equal to j, and what you are comparing, what you are comparing, if name of I, if name of I not equal to name of j. If this condition is true means what? You will continue. Okay, if this condition is false means what? So what I will do, if it is equal, you don't have any problem, you will continue. If it is not equal, anyway it is not equal, you no need to check further, you will come out and you will say break. And after coming out, you have to check the same condition. If, okay, if I greater than j, I greater than j, if this condition is true means what? Entered string is palindrome. Printf palindrome, palindrome. Okay, congrats. Okay, otherwise not a palindrome. If this condition is true, that means what? I is coming from left hand side to right hand side, j is coming from right hand side to left hand side. Once they cross each other, then you can say that it is palindrome. That means what? If you complete entire cycle, then it is palindrome. Otherwise you can say that printf not a palindrome, not a palindrome, not a palindrome. So I'm spending some good time to explain you people. Please try to understand and listen. Okay, and I can close the program like this. Okay, then cc string.c. Oh, any errors? One error I got. I think I did not declare j. People, same code మీరు రాయాల్సిన అవసరం ఏం లేదు. You can modify some piece of code also, where you without using J also. I think yesterday one student asked me to do without using J. Let me tell you in the next execution. CC. Oh, so only warnings only, right? No errors. Very good. Now /a.out. Enter your name, Malayalam, and the reverse of the string. I think it is printing the original string only. Okay, I think something is happening. Yeah, go to the program. It is going to infinite loop, I think, people. We forgot increment and decrement. Yes or no? In the while loop, initialization is I is equal to 0, j is equal to less, and condition checking is there, but we forgot increment decrement. That's why we went to infinite loop. I plus plus. After comparing first character and last character, I should go to the next place and j should come to the minus, right? We forgot this line. Okay, very good. So home. ఇప్పుడు నేనే ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాస్తున్నాను కాబట్టి ఐఎమ్ ఏబుల్ టు check the errors also, people. That's what the advantage, people. మీరు ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయండి, you can easily go to the errors. Okay, so /a.out, enter your name, madam. Reverse of the string is palindrome. Congrats. Is that clear? So the madam is palindrome. Now let me enter one more word, Malayalam, Malayalam. Malayalam is a palindrome. Yes. Now let me enter non-palindrome word so that whether it is getting same output or not. Now I want to, you notice one more palindrome. Can anybody can say one more palindrome, people? ECE is a palindrome. Yes or no? So if you read from left to right and right to left, both are palindromes. Okay, now let's enter non-palindrome word. /a.out. Non-palindrome word, any word you can enter. MVSREC is not a non-palindrome. No, it is not a palindrome, right? Left to right and right to left, not a same. So actually it is what is happening here. The first letter is compared with last. M equal to C. False. Immediately you are coming out. Now you can check it with some normal statement so that you can check what is happening here. Okay, so ఈ లైన్ నేను కమెంట్ చేస్తాను, ఎందుకంటే రివర్స్ స్ట్రింగ్ కంపేర్ చేయట్లేదు కదా. మీరు ఇక్కడ కంపేరింగ్ అని పెట్టచ్చు. కంపేరింగ్ స్ట్రింగ్ విత్ రివర్స్. ఇక్కడ అవుట్పుట్లో ఏం చేద్దాం, వాట్ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు ప్రింట్ సో దట్ మీకు క్లారిటీ ఉండాలి కదా వాట్ ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్. సో printf what I am comparing, anybody? Simply %c double equal to %c comma name of I comma name of j, so that I can see what is happening there in the program. Now if you see here, execute this program, compile and run the program. Yeah, it is compiling and run the program, and I'm entering Malayalam here. Malayalam. If you see here, first letter and last letter is getting compared. Second letter and last but one letter is compared. So when a of I is 0, a of 0 is m, and similarly a of 9 is m. A of 0 with a of 9 is compared. A of 1 with a of 8 is compared. A of 2 with a of 7 is compared. A of 3 with a of 6 is compared. And a of 4 with a of 4 is compared. Okay, that's why it is a palindrome. So I is going from left to right, whereas j is coming from right to left. Then that is a palindrome. Now you tell me some word which is not a palindrome, and you can tell me very clearly it is not a palindrome. Example, Malayalam word only I am printing wrong. Malayalam instead Malayakam I am printing. Okay, now if you observe here, first m and m is compared, a and a are compared. Once I get l equal to k, anyway it is false, and immediately I will come out and say that it is not a palindrome. Is that clear? So that is a small program which will tell you about palindrome. So the palindrome is very simple, people. One variable is pointing to the first character, another variable is pointing to the last character, and both are getting compared with one another by going from left to right and right to left. And now you can see, tell one thing here. Instead of without j also, you can write the program here. I think one of the student asked me yesterday, can you tell me without j how can I write the program? Without j also I can write the program. How? I less than or equal to anybody? Length. Okay. And what I'll do, name of I length minus 1. Okay. Where each time length will name of I greater than sorry, name minus I. So name of I not equal to name of len minus I, where this j without j you can write. అంటే ప్రోగ్రామ్ మీరు ఇంప్రూవైజ్ చేయొచ్చు. ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పిన కోడే ఈజీ అండి, డోంట్ వరీ. బట్ వన్ స్టూడెంట్ ఆస్క్ మీ ఎస్టర్డే, కెన్ వి రైట్ వితౌట్ యూజింగ్ j variable? Yes, you can write, because length is already holding a value, so you can write there. Okay. Now this program also will give you the correct code. Now let me see it. cc string 6.c, no errors, only warning. Now you see MALAYALAM. Enter. Can you see the screen, people? Everybody? Can you see the screen? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if I enter Malayalam, now you see, I think the comparison is not taking place. M double equal to M దగ్గర ప్రాబ్లం ఉంది, ఒకసారి ప్రోగ్రామ్లోకి వెళ్ళి చేంజ్ చేద్దాం. ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, చేంజ్ చేయగానే మనకు ఏం జరుగుతుందో అవుట్పుట్ చూడొచ్చు, బికాస్ వీఆర్ సీయింగ్ వన్ థింగ్ హియర్. సో ఒక చిన్న మిస్టేక్ అయింది ఈరోజు, ఏంటో చెప్పండి. I is equal to 0 while I less than or equal to n, and you are comparing name of I. -1. ఒక 1 మైనస్ చేయాలి, ఎందుకంటే లెంత్ ఈస్ టేకింగ్ నాట్ కన్సిడరింగ్ 0. సో ఇక్కడ సింపుల్ పాయింట్ అండి, ఇక్కడ I -1 పెట్టాలి. రిమైనింగ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ సేమ్. Now what is the mistake I am able to identify, and I can write it here. Now you see here cc ./a.out. Now enter your string Malayalam. Fantastic. M is equal to M, A is equal to A, L is equal to L, A is equal to. But if you write like this, I am repeating some statements. I is already అంటే only half comparisons only I need. Once I compare y equal to y, I should stop. I should not compare the same comparison once again. Can we stop, anybody? What is a small change I can do in this program so that I can stop? The condition should be changed. What is the condition should be changed? Very, very simple. I less than or equal to by 2. Can we do like this? If I do by 2, automatically it will take it, right? By 2. That's it. Now this will avoid the unnecessary comparisons. Enter your string ./a.out Malayalam. Oh, still it is doing. Anybody can correct it? What is a small change? Save avaleda while I ఏంటండి by 2 కదా, by 2. Yeah. ./a.out. Now you see here only half comparisons. So once first character is compared with last, second character is compared with last but 1, third is last but 2, fourth is last but 3, like that I have compared all the characters, then it is palindrome. Very good. Now one more change also I want to do this program. Can anybody Any improvement you can do to this program? It's your wish. Now it's your wish in what way you want to write. Ultimately the logic is same. The first character should be compared with last character, like that you have to repeat so that you can check it is a palindrome. So what do you mean by palindrome? The reverse of the string and the original string, if both are same, then it is called as palindrome. So ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే సింపుల్ పీపుల్, you should know how to accept a string, you should display the string, and you should know how to travel between the string from first location to last location. So what is the last location అనేది మీకు తెలియాలంటే simple, this one is the last location. So this is a piece of code to travel from first location to last location of the string. Okay, once you know this, you can calculate the length. Once you know the length, you can calculate any operation in the length. Okay, so this program I will forward all the 5-6 programs I have done. I will forward to you people so that you please practice. Okay, people. Chalo. So this is about calculating the length of the string and reversing the string and palindrome of the string, students. Okay, so if any doubt, please let me know so that we can discuss. Yes, people. Any doubts in this session, people? Please let me know. Yes, have you understood the string length, string reverse, and palindrome of the string? I think people, okasari vinagane, maybe you understood or maybe you have some doubts, but you put pen and paper and try to go through the code and understand, then definitely you will not have any doubts. Don't worry. The string is a new topic, right? You have to go through the program, go through the execution. Once you practice, you will understand. Okay, so okasari practice cheyandi. In the next session, we will continue with some other operations. Try to practice string comparison, string reverse, string comp. Yes, ma, cheppandi.
Sir, in reverse of number lo manam reverse number ni oka temp variable lo save chesi aa temp variable ni original number ni compare chesi palindrome తీసుam కదా.
Okay.
Same like atla చేయొచ్చా దీంట్లో?
Very good doubt. Yes. Now అక్కడ ఏమైతుందంటే in a normal number palindrome, each digit is having some importance there. Okay, so కాబట్టి అండ్ ఇంకో ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే టోటల్ ఒరిజినల్ నెంబర్ అండ్ palindrome ఎట్ ఎ టైం కంపేర్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? కానీ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఈచ్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఈస్ హ్యావింగ్ సమ్ డిఫరెంట్ మీనింగ్. యూ కెనాట్ కంపేర్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ద ఎంటర్డ్ నేమ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు రివర్స్. ఒకటేసారి బుక్ అండ్ బుక్ కెనాట్ బి కంపేర్డ్. యూ హ్యావ్ టు కంపేర్ విత్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ పేజ్ హియర్. So in number palindrome, what you are doing? You are accepting a number, you are reversing it, and you are comparing straightforward. Any the accepted number is num and reversed number is rev. Num double equal to rev. That's why you are able to do it here. Whereas in a string, what will happen? String is a set of characters. Each and every character you have to compare. So akkada ikkada rendu same andi. Only difference ఏంటంటే akkada at a time in one line you are comparing. Here you are comparing each and every character. ఎలా అయితే మీరు జిరాక్స్ షాప్కి వెళ్ళి ఒక 10 papers ఇస్తే immediately they will give you the xerox. But if you give you the book, will he return the book immediately? No. He have to take the xerox one by one page. Similarly, in string you have to compare each and every character in order to calculate the reverse and palindrome. Whereas in number, at a time the entire number can be compared. Is that clear, people? Is that clear, mister?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good doubt. Please ask me that such kind of doubts. మీకు ఇట్లాంటి డౌట్లు రావాలండి. Actually, I'm expecting this doubt because we have done palindrome program in number, same way in the string. So string palindrome is very different from number palindrome. So I think it is happened in the previous examination answer scripts where the question was number palindrome and the students are writing string palindrome. Okay, and sometimes the string palindrome is given and some students are writing number palindrome. Marks will not be given for that. Please note down. Read the question very carefully, whether it is number or name. Is there any other doubts, people? Very good. Yes, students. Is there any other doubts? Okay, so ఒక్కసారి practice చేయండి, automatically you will understand. Okay, so today we have discussed string. What is string? Calculate the length of the string. Calculating the reverse of the string we have done. Okay, so in the next program, we also compared the reverse and original and we have checked whether it is palindrome or not. Try to do the programs like comparing two strings and splitting two strings in the next class. Okay, so thank you so much, students, and let us see in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any other